Yeah, it worked out, but is that all? Just a machine? What if I fuse now? You're confused how? Powered by the
Nice.
I am limitless.
What's up everyone, it's SquishyJoshy, Creative Vagabond, taking you on adventures in gaming, art, music and experiences. And today we're back on the Wish Bus with G22. It's been a while since we reacted to G22, but the next one that was in our list was Limitless, and I was trying to look for a studio version so we can like maybe compare both the studio version to the Wish Bus version, and I was trying to see if there was an actual music video for it, but it looks like there might not be. So anyways, we're going to just check out the Wish Bus version, which I'm sure seems to be the preferred version anyways. So without wasting too much time, 4-minute song by the way, 4-minute song. Let's jump on in to Limitless. Oh. Acer. Oh, sudden cut straight into it. That's a fat synth bass.
Wish 1075.
Limitless. We mold our own destiny. Take flight till we out of sight and way. Release all this energy. This energy. Tell me what's impossible. That will make it all possible. Representation like this, intuition, no midstreams, inevitable. Breaking new ground with a new sound. Yeah, it worked out, but is that all? Just a machine? What if I fuse now? You're confused how?
Powered by the code. Now I'm in God mode. AI synergy will light the darkest road. And if I drive, I know I will be fine. There's no doubt in my mind, combined with intelligence divine.
We are our own destiny. Take flight till we out of sight and way. Release all this energy. This energy. I know there's more inside of me. This heart and mind and technology will break the chains of frailty. Hey, I am limitless.
I'm going to pause it there. It's a very open song, very stripped back instrumentation. The synth bass is really strong, very prominent in the background. But then when it gets to this chorus slash drop area, it's very, how should I put this? It's very open. They're kind of pulled back a little bit. The beat is sort of, you know, laid back half time. They're sort of nonchalant, as I mentioned in, I think, the previous G22 song that I reacted to. They were pretty sort of chill in the Wish Bus, even though the song was going fairly aggressive, fairly hard. But at the same time, there's some emptiness there. And I wonder if that's got something to do with the title, because it's almost like here's all this sort of empty space that you can do whatever you want with, right? Now, for example, if I was some kind of like professional level guitar player, for example, if I was able to shred like some of the greats, I could probably fill in all that blank space with like a guitar solo. So while I understand what they're trying to say here with the music and the lyrical content, which essentially I'm assuming is supposed to be from their perspective, like they're saying that they're limitless because of the energy that they've got, you know, they're limitless, they can fly, they can soar to new heights, that kind of thing. But it also feels like they're passing the baton towards us as well, the listener, trying to say that we are all limitless. So yeah, I wonder if I've interpreted that right, just from the initial minute and a bit that we've listened to. But as usual, the vocals have popped off, and to kind of summarize what I've said so far before we get back into it, it's essentially kind of like a stripped back song. There is a beat, there is some sort of energy to it, but it feels very minimal, which doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It's just a more stripped back song. That's all I can really say. But one thing I did notice so far, it seems like Jazz has been leading this song rather than the previous ones that we've reacted to, where they all sort of seem to split up the song pretty evenly. In this one, it seems like Jazz has been singing the most, but that could change. Let's get back into it before we keep on rambling. Layered vocals there too. Yeah, I like that bit.
I am limitless, I don't even stress. Got this strong heart, this sense, a star piece in my chest, impressed.
Cause I'm mindful, got my mindful. We get blindfold, so that we can walk like Michael. Oh! AI already, ready. AI already, ready. Cook my spaghetti, top for secret recipe. Enhance everything with technology, be in harmony and not cool. Skies are open, stars of a billion, chillin', get steady. Ready and shoot, shoot, shoot.
Remote our own destiny. Take flight till we out of sight and way. Release all this energy.
this energy. I know there's more inside of me. This heart of mine and technology will break the chains of frailty. Hey,
Oh, nice.
I am limitless.
That sub.
Hey, no limit to what I can do. Coming through, calibrated every move, innovative, undefeated. Circuits in line with my soul, soar. Heights the limits of my core. More. I am limitless.
All right, I'm going to pause it there just before the last minute of the song. I noticed the layering of this one seems to be more in steps. So I did say previously when we first paused it that it seemed like the song was pretty stripped back, not as much going on. But it felt like in that last part that we just reacted to, it was starting to build up, like more things were coming in. The vocal layers were kind of getting stacked differently than they were at the start. And it's starting to get a lot more interesting as the song progresses. I'm really wondering as well, they're probably hearing a metronome in their ears because there are moments where there's a lot of pauses before they sing again. And to keep up with that, you've got to be hearing a little bit of a click track in your ears. So I wonder if they're hearing it in like eighth notes or quarter notes. I think if I was in their position for a song that's so spaced out like that, I feel like eighth notes would probably work better. I don't know. That's just a personal thing because I tend to feel a lot of rhythms in that sort of eighth note feel rather than this quarter note, 4 on the floor kind of thing, especially if you want to be right on the beat. And that's very important stuff. But yeah, interesting. And again, it seemed like Jazz was kind of taking most of the parts in that last bit as well. Another thing I wanted to mention with the sort of way that the song was building up, the energy was getting more intense, and the fact that they're kind of chill and like sitting down and not really jumping up and getting into it, I wonder if that's changing the vibe for us, the viewer, because they're singing a lot about energy and I'm feeling that energy, so I'm getting into it. I'm kind of like jumping up and down, I'm kind of like banging my head along, but with them sitting down it's almost like, should I be dancing? You know, but at the same time it's probably the whole wish bus thing. They've got to sit down at the table and they're probably strapped to having the headphones on, limited by the mics. They're singing a lot about like being limitless, but they're also limited at the same time. I thought that was kind of funny. But regardless, it's a pretty banger track. Anyways, let's finish it off and we'll wrap up with some final thoughts.
Undefeated. Circuits in line with my soul, soar. Heights the limits of my core. More. I am limitless. I am no lesser being. I know me from the core, but out to so much more. So open up the door. There's no containing this wisdom of revelation.
The 3-part vocal layers.
I am limitless.
Wish exclusive on Wish.
They did it again. Oh, it seems to be a low pass filter. Oh. Okay. Is it like that on the studio version? That was such a chill ending. I thought it was going to be like boom, 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 at the end, you know? I really thought that they were going to end it more impactfully. But it was alright. You know what? I still like It Lies Within better. You guys probably have a different opinion on what your favorite song is by G22, but my personal favorite so far is It Lies Within. It's more rocky, more edgier. But yeah, this certainly was a pretty decent song as well. And I wonder if it's just specifically sponsored by Acer. That's why there's no other music video for it or something that we can check out. Just like the other one was sponsored by Predator Gaming. But yeah, it looks like they're doing a lot of brand deals with their songs. At least that's what I've seen so far. And again, if we go back to what was happening in the music, it seems like this is a jazz song. Like the other two members rapped a little bit. They didn't sing as much, but for the most part in this song, it seemed like Jazz was taking the lead. So it's very interesting to see that. I wonder if the other members have their own kind of songs like that where they are leading more than the other. But yeah, we're just going to have to see because we do have a long list of G22 songs to react to. So something in future might actually dethrone It Lies Within. Who knows? We'll see. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please smash the like button and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. These videos take a minimum of 4 hours to do, from recording to editing to uploading, designing the thumbnail. It's all done in-house in here. It's a lot of work, but I do thank you all for checking out these videos and enjoying them, commenting on them, and sharing your thoughts as well. That's always really appreciated down below in the comments. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.